Hi, I'm Spirit Particles, also known as D. I do have a YouTube channel and an Instagram, of course. This started with the garden right here. I made this this restaurant out of one of the Ninjago cities. I changed it all up and made it into a restaurant, and then I added the garden and then the temple, and then it just grew from there.
That's how this usually works, isn't it? It just has a way of growing out.
This was just a garden in a regular modular city. Then I ended up taking all the modulars downstairs and just added on to the Asian type theme, or Ninjago-ish as I call it.
Sure, yeah. It's really great. So you've got the garden there and some great details. Point out some of your favorite details in the garden area.
I just like all the flowers and stuff. It's really detailed, and I used to have a waterfall out of there, but I took that out and put that the bridge, footbridge or whatever you want to call it, in there instead. I see one of the little statues is missing, but
that's an interesting piece used for the bridge. Is that like tank tread or like tracks almost type of thing?
Yeah, those actually came from one of the new Ninjago sets. It's a little bridge set, and I just took the bridges out of the set and put it together like that. I steal a lot of parts from the Ninjago sets, so.
No, that works. So then we'll keep moving down here, so you kind of get to like the ship and the docks area.
I love this ship. I had to have that as soon as that came out, and I had to figure out how to put it in my town. And that's when I got rid of my modular. Well, I didn't get rid of them. I just moved them downstairs, and then I started growing this out from the ship. And because the garden is actually on a whole separate table at home, but it's still in the room.
It works well. I like is the Unikitty statue in the fountain there?
Yeah, I made that out of, I turned the Unikitty gray to make it work better in there.
What do we have down here with the docks and some of the buildings you incorporated there?
This is a building that I designed. I just call it like the Welcome Center or whatever. And I just threw that water tower in there the other day, trying to find a use for Big B Splat,
It's a very Ninjago style kind of add on the colors and everything. I like that.
Yeah, and all the buildings I do are detailed on the inside too. So I don't know. This might be trashed in here, but it's not.
No, there you go. Yeah, that looks great. Yeah.
And then I had to add the fishing store, of course, because that's just really awesome. I didn't change that except for the detail on the front. And then we have the Temple of the Ultimate, which I added on to, made it more modular. And it's all detailed on the inside, of course. And
can you take off the roof to see inside there? Is that
I don't. Part of the roof comes off.
Okay. I'm looking from the back then mostly.
Yeah, and this part also comes off. I gotta have two hands to take it off, but let me see.
So you can get it off without breaking anything.
It does come off, but
okay, that's fine. We won't force it there. It looks like you've also got is it a train kind of little going in front?
From the Black Panther set, and I don't know, that just came to me all of a sudden one day because I saw these little trams. I made this one a little bigger. Brickzar's in there driving it.
So it transports the fish then throughout Ninjago City here?
Yeah, it's a little short trip, but they don't want to carry the fish,
Sure thing, that works. And I love your design of the docks here with kind of the different types of brown pieces combined.
Yeah, I was just fiddling around one day and came up with it, but it was kind of a pain putting it back together because I had to take it all apart to bring it here, and it was really hard to put back together because I have them attached to these raised base plates, but with brackets. So it was a real pain putting it back together. But it's kind of worth it. It looks cool, right?
Right, yeah. The technique works out. So then we've got a few more blocks down here.
Yeah, this is one of my own temples that I made because I acquired that base plate and I had to use it,
One of the kind of classic raised Lego base plates from some of the older like medieval castle type sets.
Yeah, I got it from a friend and I'm like, I have to use it. And of course this comes apart. there's, I don't know, I think it comes apart in 3 or 4 pieces, so.
Yeah, all sorts of, I love the details on the inside. That's really neat.
I have to do details on everything I do, you know. So it usually takes me quite a while to make, you know, my own design or mock or whatever. Because I can't, you know, I can't order all the parts that I need at once. So it takes a couple months.
The green and gold is a really good color scheme there as well. That works well. And then the final couple buildings, looks like we got the Ninjago City building there.
Yep, in the Palace Cinema, and then it goes around the corner there. This was another problem there because my L, it goes the opposite direction at home, so I had to reconfigure this after I got here, and that was not easy thing to do.
I think you made it work. What are some of the other buildings on the other side of the Palace Cinema?
That is one of the new Ninjago sets that I redid. I mean, I modified, and then the end one there is my own design. I call that the Market Square.
Nice. Yeah, a whole lot of different inspiration throughout the city here, and I think it's a cool layout you've got going on with all the Ninjago inspired stuff here. So thanks for chatting with me about it. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for having me.